Birds of Prey with a dash of Harley Quinn was pretty okay. Myself and a lot of other people were expecting the absolute worst if it ended up anything like Suicide Squad, but miraculously enough, it was actually quite the improvement. Unlike Suicide Squad, Birds of Prey actually had really good cinematography. My boy Matthew Libatique, best known for his work on Black Swan, Requiem for a Dream, and Straight Outta Compton, did just a fantastic job. The use of color and lighting is such a drastic change from the muddy toilet water filter that every DC movie had like 4 years ago. Ewan McGregor played a great eccentric weirdo, and I just like seeing Black Canary beat people up. But even with everything the movie did fairly well, there's still a lot of shit that bothered me. The biggest thing being Harley Quinn. She's fucking annoying. I've just never really liked the character. The worst kind of men jerk off to her, and she's a little too quirky for my personal taste. As anybody could have predicted from the trailers, Harley is the main focus of the movie. Yeah, the Birds of Prey have their screen time, and they contribute to the overall plot, but they mostly take a backseat to Harley's nonsense. The movie starts with Harley Quinn summarizing her origin to the audience to then reveal that the Joker dumped her. Why? I don't know. It's never really elaborated on. Don't ask. So now Harley has to get over the Joker and make it on her own. I feel like right off the bat, that's kind of a problem. Every comic book character will have those 1 or 2 character arcs that are pretty often repeated just because of how popular those stories are. A good example of this is Spider-Man. The 2 most popular story arcs we see for Spider-Man are Spider-Man No More and the Black Suit Saga. But Spidey isn't limited to just these 2 stories. There's a lot that can and has been done with the character. With Harley Quinn, however, breaking up with the Joker and then getting over the Joker is like her only pivotal character arc next to her origin story. So we tend to see this one get done a lot. And I mean a lot. We've seen it in Batman the Animated Series, Batman the Arkham Knight. We've seen it in Injustice. We've seen it done in Harley Quinn's own run of the comics numerous times. We're currently seeing it in the Harley Quinn show, where she's voiced by Penny from the Bing Bong Theorem, and now we're seeing it once again in Birds of Prey. The overall stories are told in a Rashomon effect style similar to Pulp Fiction, Jackie Brown, and Hoodwinked. Yeah, I'm counting that one. But it's mostly ruined by the fact that Harley is narrating the entire time. This style of storytelling tells the same larger story from different points of view throughout the movie from the perspectives of different characters that will later cross over into said larger story. Audiences are usually able to figure out what's going on by themselves, given that everything is set up well and leaves few questions asked. But when Harley Quinn literally just tells you exactly what's going on and why, nothing ever really comes out as a big twist or reveal. There isn't a lot of subtlety in Birds of Prey. This goes back to the narration problem. I feel like in a storytelling medium as visual as film, an idea or an emotion or a theme within a scene should be able to speak for itself. Instead, Harley is speaking for the movie. There are so many points in the movie where Harley herself is telling you what the characters are feeling or what the audience should be feeling. The narration gimmick went from being kinda charming at first to just detrimental and killed any potential subtlety the movie could have had. There's even a scene where Harley just walks into the Gotham City precinct and just beats the fucking tar out of all the officers. There's a wanted poster in the background with Captain Boomerang from Suicide Squad. It was a funny little Easter egg up until Harley looks at the poster, then directly into the camera and says to the audience, "Hey, I know that guy!" It just felt like a throwaway gag at that point. The weird thing is, they explain literally everything that happens in the movie, except for the one thing that requires an explanation. Black Canary's superpowers and why she has them. Like, yeah, comic fans know what's up, but normies who don't read comic books or even know who Black Canary is are going to know that. The only indication of her powers in the movie is when she's singing and breaks a martini glass. I mean, that's really more of an indicator that she can just hit really high decibels, not necessarily that she has superpowers. There's a scene where Black Mask kidnaps Cassandra Cain, so Black Canary uses her canary cry to jet propel Harley after Black Mask. The audience in my theater was genuinely confused. I even heard an audible, "What the fuck?" Even at the end, when they're all eating shawarma like in the Avengers, nobody even brought up her superpowers. The Birds of Prey never looked at her and said, "Hey, so how the fuck did you do that? Do you have superpowers? Like, the movie needs to explain why she has powers. They're probably going to explain it in a potential sequel, but you still need to explain why a character with superpowers, the only character with superpowers, has them. I think in terms of quality, DC movies are definitely getting there. The more character-focused solo films like Shazam and Wonder Woman have been working really well lately. And with Marvel taking a little bit of a break from the movies and moving mostly towards streaming, DC's definitely going to have their time in the spotlight. They certainly did with Joker, 11 Oscar nominations and 2 wins, one for Best Actor, the other for Best Score. It feels a little weird to not currently have a Superman or a Batman in this rebooted extended universe, but I'm excited to see what Robert Pat-Bat has yet to show us. I give Harley Quinn and her Harley Quinn friends a 6 out of 10. It's a big step up from Suicide Squad, but kind of a step down from Joker. It's actually pretty similar to Deadpool 2. Both of the lead characters are depressed about the absence of a loved one, and they form together a team to take down the big bad, all while the F-word is thrown around. I'd say the saving grace of the movie is the cinematography and the overall fun action, so check it out or not. Don't let me tell you what to do.